Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Badgers baseball. I mean basketball. I am currently working and declaring war with my computer at the moment to get it. But I do on my TV casually have MLB Network up with the Caribbean series. Just got done watching the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico beat up on each other. Up next is going to be Venezuela versus Japan. Gotta love good old fashioned international baseball. So, let's see. Hopefully this works here soon. All right. So that worst case scenario. Let's see here. I got a couple tricks up my sleeve. We just got to hope one of them work here. To get, and as you know, those tricks up my sleeve is making sure that this computer is working. Listening to Matt LaPlay in the Badgers radio network since I do not have Peacock. Join the club. Join the club. Let's turn this light on and turn off the light over there and see how this lamp works. We'll just put this not in my face like that, and that actually works the same. That actually worked out pretty good. That actually was really, wow, that worked. I didn't think that was going to, but it did. See, folks, the things we get was in we get the rooms. Yes, you do get the room studio again because it's the only place where I can use two computers at once because I have a desktop. I can't exactly use my desktop and stream on this computer from my room. Well, that's not gonna work giving me a blank screen. Let's try this trick. Let's try clicking these buttons here and see if that works. See, folks, technology is not always the best. The Chicago Cubs are acquiring right-handed reliever Ryan Brasier in a trade with the Los Angeles Dodgers, sources tell ESPN. Brasier, 37, was DFA'd last week, but should get leverage in for the Cubs. Well, if you're getting DFA'd from the Dodgers, it just means the super team had to make a 40-man roster spot for someone else. Yes, I have Twitter up and running too. All right, we got the game. We have the game. We have the game. We got MLB Network. And every so often, we might be scrolling the wonderful wide world of Twitter. And there's nothing wrong with the bedroom view, because today you get to see my beautiful Brewer pennants, the Bears pennant, and the UWL bookstore thing I got when I transferred that they made look like a pennant, so I just kind of ran with it like it was one, hoping no one's going to notice. Oh, and of course, Ryan Braun, the Hall of Famer. Future Hall of Famer, Ryan Braun. All right, so the Badgers, they have the ball here to start it. Wait, no, it's Indiana. Indiana has it. The Badgers are wearing all white. See what happens when both teams wear red and white? You gotta have to stop and look first. That 3-point miracle shot up with a tip, fighting, and finally the Badgers came up with the ball here. Would have been interesting if they didn't. Let's see here. Oh, it seems Culver's is sponsored on the court. Big 3 up and in good by Steven Crowell, it looks like. You see, the Badgers in college basketball, I know their roster. The NBA, you don't get to learn their rosters because they just keep changing jerseys more than you see more players changing jerseys than Kanye's girlfriend wore clothes at the Grammys. And here it is. Looks like the Badgers are off to a good start. It's 3-0. And I think there's another turnover. But yeah, that was just a wide open three. Yeah, the Badgers, they have it here again. Passing. Another open three-pointer, and that one also falls. So their first two possessions were two wide open three-pointers. The Badgers are doing really good here so far. And honestly, yeah, if I wasn't sitting here watching the game like this, I would have been probably listening to it on my radio. I'll still listen to the radio stuff later, doing homework. Let's see here. Indiana makes a move off the front iron. Crowell with the rebound. By the way, Stephen Crowell, he's getting rebounds now. Thomas, I have my ways. And what's the good saying? A good magician doesn't tell his secrets. A good magician doesn't tell his secrets. So, if you want the game, you can listen to the radio, but I highly recommend you also stay right here with the stream to know how the things are going. So it looks like John Blackwell, he's going to be taking a couple free throws 15 feet away. This one's up. Both of them were up and in good. The Badgers are off to a quick 8-0 lead, which I think Saturday the game's going to be on regular NBC against Iowa. Indiana got their first points here, and thanks MLB. Thanks for that reminder about Devin Williams. Thank you. Thank you for telling me all about Devin Williams. Thank you. And the Badgers once again get on the board here as they are really off to a fast start. Winter last season averaged 2.4 points per game. This season he's got 10.1 per game. That's quite the jump. Indiana takes their three. That's off the back rim. No good. Little too much strength. Another open three here for the Badgers and nothing but net. That is now 13-2. So far, Wisconsin's offense, they have just came out on fire. They are 3 of 4 from behind the arc, and Indiana's already having to use a timeout. This has been a very quick, Wisconsin, they've come out guns a-blazing so far. And I would argue that this might be the best Wisconsin team I've seen once you take away that team who went to the national title game and lost back in 2015. And holy crap, that was already an entire decade ago. Holy crap. I cannot believe it has been 10 years since Frank the Tank took the Badgers to a natty. They lost, but got there. Now, if we could just get Wisconsin Badgers baseball back, that would be nice. Really, really nice. We could use Wisconsin Badgers baseball again. Yep, there's the dog upstairs again. Gotta love hearing the neighbor dog. Soda booster. Yeah, they can enjoy this. Grant Bills, the host of the Wisco Sports Show, he apparently he posted everywhere how he met Paige Sporadic, and I don't know which was bigger, his grin or the height difference between the two. I met that dog too. Bork, bork. That's for you. Yeah, Radio Row can be entertaining. I guess the NFL is trying to call it rebranded as Media Row, but none of the TV shows are there. Like the only TV shows that are at Radio Row might be like the NFL's morning show, like Good Morning Football and all that, but Radio Row is where all your radio shows and podcasts are at. That's hence the name Radio Row. The media things that are there, it's kind of funny. Always known as Radio Row. I mean, lots of sports stations, but some other people or stations you ain't never heard of. Yeah, the only reason they call it Media Row now is because of idiots like Cam Newton. It is now 16-2 in favor of the Badgers as they got another three-pointer to fall here. They are 4 of 5 from behind the arc. Indiana is 0 for 3 and just trying desperately to find any kind of answers. They throw up a 3 here. That's off the front iron. No good. And once again in the hands of a Badger. So far, so good for Badger Nation. It is just raining threes for Wisconsin. They just dropped another one to make it 19-2. Wisconsin's, they're just making it rain so far. Report. Hey! Lacrosse Loggers legend Rob Brantley agrees to a minor league deal with the Miami Marlins and an invite to spring training. Let's go! Let's go! Loggers legend Rob Brantley is still around. Let's go! I got his autograph somewhere too. Indiana's on the board. They throw up a 3, no good. Badgers get the rebound. It is 19-4 currently. See, we talk a little bit of everything. I knew every MLB network was up for good for something. Badgers pull up, step back, fade away, off the back rim, no good. A little too much power on that one. 19-4. Indiana. There's a whistle blown. They blew the whistle. Yep, he was on this Fox show called Special Forces World Special Test. That was awful. It's a good TV show. I actually do like watching the show Special Forces. I remember seeing it. It was hilarious watching these celebrities think they can do that and then realizing just how much the military does and what their training's like. It's always hilarious watching them fail. I know that guy. Let's go. Walker's not. Yeah. Yeah, I remember him. He was on the 2009 team. Along with the greatest lacrosse logger ever in Boomer Collins. I don't care what anyone says. We can take Mason McCoy and whoever they decided to put on the Mount Rushmore of loggers. Like, I'm sorry, Lars Nootbaar is not worthy of a Mount Rushmore for a team because that just pretty much said we're just going to pick guys who were in the MLB that wore a loggers uniform for one summer instead of who actually did the best for our franchise. Because if you can't tell me Lars Nootbaar is worse than Boomer Collins, is any better than Boomer Collins was. When Boomer Collins was on not one, but both of two of the 3 logger teams to go to the Northwoods League title. And up until last summer was on both those teams. If you ask me, you should put the first ever local player logger, ironically was from DeSoto, go Pirates, but because he was the first ever local boy on there, put him on it. You put whoever leads your franchise, you put the all-time franchise leader in hits, which would be Mason McCoy, or so, and you put your record holders on there. The answer, he played for Dallas Baptist. Dallas Baptist University, good old DBU. The Badgers casually have a 24-4 lead. This game is running wild. I'll take it. Let's see, Badgers passing back my arc. Indiana's got 9 seconds here on the shot clock to try and get something going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off the front rim, no good. Well, Badgers keep this up, and we looking mighty good. I hate to say it, Thomas, but you know what the Badgers are known for every year. Every year, never fails. They look good going into February and have a monumental collapse late February, early March every year, and we're always a first, second round exit. Yeah, that too. Sounds like the whistle looks like the whistle was blown here for a foul of some kind. And we're going to. Why did you make the screen all black like you're going to commercial to throw an advertisement? Replay, and how is friendly fire a foul? The two Badger players ran into each other, but the Badgers got the ball for the foul, so there they are. Where's Tanjay on the court? Because I'm sure he's doing something. Up and in. That layup's in and good. It's now 26-4. Holy massacre. And that's going to be sending one of the Indiana players to the line with a foul by McGee. There's Blackwell. Yeah, Blackwell had that's probably going to be the easiest layup he'll have all season. Anyways, let's see here. The first free throw's up and good. Who is it at the line? Because Indiana doesn't put their names on the back of the jerseys. They just have the numbers. It'd be nice if NBC put the graphics here, but they don't. But anyways, he went 2 for 2 on the free throws here to make it back to a 20-point deficit in favor of the Badgers. Crowell has it. Looking to make some moves. He's inside the paint. Puts it up. In and out. No good. Does not get the shooter's roll here. Gets the shooter's flush, I guess. That shot's up blocked by the Badgers. That game has been blocked. The Badgers they are dominating both sides of the court right now. They already have 3 blocks. And that was a terrible pass. Right into double coverage for Indiana here. Then again, and that's their first turnover of the game. Shot up, no good. Looks like a whistle was blown. I don't know who wears number 1 for Indiana. I'm going to have to obtain this information somehow. But yeah, that was McGee. He did a great job going and getting that ball. It's just, it looks like there was a timeout. It is 26-6. The Peacock stream here is buffering again because the guy get cock blocked by the cock. We all know how this works. Let's see, refreshing it. No, that one gives me a blank screen. All right, so let's try exiting out of Peacock and pulling this back in, hoping it works. Okay. Let's pull this up. What do you mean? There we go. There we go. What? Let's see. Where's this? Don't need that. I don't know what that is, but I don't need it. Go away. Go away. Whatever you are, go away. All right. So I think there we go. Hey, what's up, Rob? Yeah, you going live on Sunday? No, Matthew. I'm not wasting my time with the toilet bowl this year. I'm not wasting my time with the toilet bowl. I got better things to do than waste my time watching the Chiefs and Eagles again. Like, besides, maybe I'll watch the Caribbean series for baseball instead. Because let's face it, if you're wasting your time watching this year's toilet bowl, you just let Roger Goodell win. Goodell would have won, and that's not what we need right now. Is letting the NFL win. So let's refresh this here. For those of you who didn't know, the Cubs traded for another relief arm. All right, we got that up and going. It is 26-8 after a couple minutes of me declaring war on my computer once again. Gotta love technology. Whereas Badgers having the ball, corner 3 up. The bank is wide open. Everything is falling for them. It is 29-8, making it a 21-point game. Indiana can still tie this if they hit the next 7 threes with stops. But they are 0 of 5 from behind the arc, while Wisconsin is 7 of 8. That shot's up in and good for a 3-pointer. That is the first of the night by the Hoosiers. They just need 6 more to tie this. Wisconsin, let's see, the drive, puts it up, no good, whistle is blown. So Amos is going to the line here. I kind of wish NBC would put the graphics up to where we could see who's at the line the way every other, like Fox, CBS, the other, like ESPN, all the other ones do. It would be kind of nice. But anyways, here, the Badgers, here, their first free throw is up in and good. If anyone is watching and has any information how any of the local high school games are going, please feel free to put this in the comments section because I will read it and I will post the scores later tonight too, while I'm watching baseball and also doing homework. Both free throw, it looks like both free, he went, let's see, it was 20 now. So I think he went 1 for 2 here. It is 11-30, so we're back to a 20, let's see, 10 to 30. It's a 19-point deficit here. Indiana trying desperately to crawl back into this game. Driving, baseline, puts one up, but the whistle was blown for something. This foul looks like it's going to be on the Badgers. Which Badger it's on, I don't know, but Greg Gard's at the... Really? Did my computer really just crash midstream, mid-game? Yes, it did. Well, my computer crashed when it was like 30-11, so let's, there we go. It is now 30-13. I had to declare war on my computer, but we got it going. Indiana puts that shot up and in good. It is now 30. It is a 15-point game. Looks like the Badgers are somewhat slowing down, but Indiana has already burned 2 of their 4 timeouts. So my guess is Indiana's coach is going to not call another timeout the rest of the half, so he has some to play with in the rest of the game. That is a deep 3 by the Badgers off the backboard, nowhere even near the hoop. That's only their second miss from behind the arc. Indiana's is up, no good off the back iron. Is it an old desktop computer? And that is weird. Badgers are doing something to that desktop. Well, this is the same desktop I've had since pre-COVID. So, it's seen a few things. Just like my laptop has seen a few things. Anyways, let's see here. The Badgers pull up for another 3 and drain it. It is now 33-15. They just are not missing. I think they've only missed 2 shots from deep behind the arc so far tonight. Let's see who's all coming into the game. Yeah, that would have been a really beautiful pass by Indiana's, but it was a slight miscommunication and bounced off the guy's foot into the hands of a Badger defender, and the Badgers capitalized. Indiana wide open three and drains it. You're gonna hit that 9 out of every 10 times. It is now 18-33. Indiana is 2 of 8 from the 3-point line. Wisconsin is 8 for their last 11, so they've only missed 3 on the night so far. So if you pull up from a 3 that far, you better hit it. And that is going to be Indiana's ball. And it looks like one of the Indiana players went right into the cameraman. Greg Gard screaming at the officials here as it is 18-33 Wisconsin. We will talk about some other things I know involving the UW-Madison and all of that when we get to the half, especially with what's going on with the women's team. That is a story in of itself and not a very good one. See here, the Badgers driving, free throw line, fakes the 3, back, pass, bounces up, off, out of bounds as they tried taking on one of the Indiana coaches as Krause pass to Janke was no good. It's the 7:52 point in the first quarter is 20-33 here. Let's see. Please say this is working now. Please say this is working now so it doesn't stop. What's going on? Why? Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Let's hope this works. Let's hope this works. Let's all hope this works. Let's hope this works. Because right now, this thing is not. Curse this technology at all because right now it's kind of being dumb. And sending me to things I don't really need. But here we are. It sent. I don't know why it thinks I need this, but for some reason it really does. And yes, I'm doing this because I can. And apparently, this is not working quite the way that I would have hoped because the people who run the internet here are stupid. How do you expect me to watch a game on an extremely blank wet paper? And with the loading thing here, let's see if this works. Look if this works. Holy crap, that is way behind still, trying to load up. Let's hope that one also works. Let's see if this one also works. Let's see if this trick does work. So I think this can give me NCAA. I hit NCAA, not whatever this is. NCAA. I hate the NCAA. Oh, this has NCAA buried under NFL. Why would you bury that? Why would you disguise the NCAA scores with NFL with NBA scores? Whatever works. I don't care anymore. Because everything sucked. Yeah. Come on. Come on, let's see if this works. Yeah, that worked. I didn't think that would, but it did. All right, so after toying around with that for a bit, it actually kind of somewhat worked in our favor. It is 20-33. Indiana has the ball. 7:40. They have to put the shot up before the shot clock was Wisconsin. Indiana has it now. Wisconsin has 9 assists so far. It is a 13-point game. Wisconsin had the biggest lead of the night. They had with a 21-point lead. Indiana takes that open three off the rim, no good. The one Hoosier gets it behind 3 Badgers. 3-point up off the back iron, no good. This time, it looked like the Badgers did get it going down. Still Wisconsin ball. Yeah, it was good to know. Good to know. Hello, baseball. How I missed you. Yeah, I remember when they used to do 30 clubs in 30 days. Now it's just 30 clubs in 15 days. Japan versus Venezuela coming up in a half hour. That should be a fun one to keep tabs in too. All of you guys should keep tabs. And here is some of the things that I read about when we get to the half. That should be good to see. No problem, man. Let me see here. So it looks like the sometimes online streaming is not the answer, society. Never had this problem when games were on Nintendo TV. Era Radio. Indiana, they are getting a lot of their second chance rebounds now. Wisconsin is not doing a very good job boxing out at the moment. That shot's up off the back iron, no good, and it's in the hands of 2 different Badgers, so I'm going to say they got it. Wisconsin's driving, puts it up, no good, hits it out behind 3. They got a really long rebound. Here you'll see Wisconsin passing. They keep passing the ball here around the arc. And I think I just hit something where I had to watch that same thing. Anyways, that 3-point shot's up and good. It is now 36-20. Why? Just why does this have to be so damn glitchy? What was supposed to be a good, fun night is not being a good, fun night. Anyways, it's 36-20 in favor of the Badgers at the moment. And floater up and good. It is now 36-22 in favor of the Badgers. We'll see how this keeps going. Right now, with further Badgers driving, loses his own shot. Indiana gets it in their hands. Again, if there are anyone listening who has or watching that has any idea how any local high school games going, please feel free to put them in the comment section if you got any scores. Off Ryan Badgers put it in. Up, no good. Indiana gets it, loses it, and that's gonna be it. I'm assuming Indiana's ball based on the reactions, but online you have Matthew. That place keeps giving me a blank screen. I can give it again. I can try that again, but I keep getting a blank screen with them. I can give that site a try. Hey, believe me, I can give the site a try, but nope. Just gives me another blank screen. So I'm using something else. But here, I'll send you a picture of what I'm running into. Stop. Get it out of selfie Snapchat. I don't need that. So yeah, let's get it back up here. It's 36-22 right now. Let's try not having it in full screen to see if this works better. With some let's hope that this doesn't let's hope this works. Hold on, Bubba. I'll tell you what's going on. I let's see here. So yeah, I got to that one there too. We'll try this. Let's hope this one works. I have no idea. Website no longer. Yeah, that makes sense. That was weird. We'll see what this is. Wisconsin pulls up. Indiana, no good. Badgers letting it go out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be Badgers ball here with it being 36-22. It could just be Peacock themselves. Yeah, it probably is. It probably is Peacock because we all know how the streaming stuff, these companies are acting like it's where it's at because they're making more money and all that, but then the quality is crap and nothing ever works as well as you'd want as they think it's supposed to, and yeah. One of the only streaming apps that I've ever seen actually work functionally is MLB.TV, which in about 20 minutes should be giving me the Japan versus Venezuela game, which that should be a good baseball game. I'm going to say Japan probably wins that game, but then again, who knows? That's what makes baseball so beautiful. I doubt that, computer. I doubt that. I also wouldn't call computer. I also would not call 14 degrees a fair weather day, but I guess then again, for Wisconsin, what can go wrong? And yeah, today the only reason you're seeing all the pennants behind me is so I don't have to worry about getting in trouble for copyright reasons for potentially because how you guys saw with my logger wall where the TV is. Now I don't have to worry about you guys seeing the watching my page get taken down for showing the MLB network and getting in trouble with that. The Badgers' next game is going to be number 7 ranked Purdue, which, oh boy. Yeah, Wisconsin is 9 of 15 from 3-point land, so they have definitely cooled off on it, but I can see why they're still taking shots at it. Let's see, so Wisconsin pulls up on that one, up off the backboard and in. Is now 38-22. And the Peacock people for NBC decided they had that shot was so good they had to use the graphic twice. The passing around, corner 3 by Indiana, and good. It is now 38-25. Indiana's basketball program is Well, anyways, Indiana's starting to heat up from 3-point land a little bit. Badgers trying to hold off the Hoosiers. in the final 2:25 here in the half. Passing out of the corner. Looks like they're passing around, driving. Takes the open three off the front iron. They get their own shot and lost the ball. It's gonna stay. Tanjay lost the ball, but it's gonna stay with the Badgers here. It will be Badgers ball. I think that that heater is louder than I thought it was, but it keeps the room nice and warm. There it is. And that shot's up and good for Winter, but it's not gonna count because the whistle was blown. We'll see where this goes. It's looking like it's gonna still be Wisconsin's ball. And yep, the Brewers they announced their promos. They announced their promos here. There's 51 days until opening day baseball, by the way. Yeah, not much has changed. It's still 28:35 here. Just some time ran off the clock. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, the Brewers did their theme night giveaway where they got a Big Bird bobblehead thing. Jackson Churios, a Jedi Knight. The Milwaukee Admirals Brewer City Connect hoodie, and Franklin from Peanuts bobblehead. They're saying the Brewer, according to PECOTA, the Brewers have a 0.7 chance to win the World Series, which is the 12th lowest in baseball. Love how everyone always counts Milwaukee out. Their giveaways this year is a Bryce Turang Platinum Glove bobblehead with him wearing the City Connect uniforms, which, my God, that's going to be... I might have to go get that bobblehead. Because I probably will not be able to get off of work to drive halfway across the state for that. Pat Murphy Manager of the Year bobblehead. That would look really nice next to the Greg Council bobblehead I have. The Brewers 90s jersey throwback. Does anyone really like that logo or anything? Or is it just kind of because it's already been 30 years, we're going to throw it out there? Milwaukee Brewers football jersey. And they used Sal Frelick's number 10. Definitely not referencing the Packers there. Then they had a plate thing for the racing sausages. A City Connect hoodie for the brew for it, which I'll take. That looks like it'd be a really nice hoodie. You gotta be 21 years or older to get a Barrel Man backpack. Don't know why you'd have to be 21 or older to get that backpack, but I guess. Indiana's gotten closer. It's now 38-25. Badgers ball. Let's see here. Ooh. Jackson Chourio jersey. It's the pinstripe one this time. The Contreras looks nice, but I'll take that Jackson Chourio. I'll take a Jackson Chourio. So, yeah. Also, Buck fans, even though this is from 12 hours ago, what do you guys think of the potential of the rumor of the Bucks calling the Wizards to discuss a Chris Middleton for Kyle Kuzma trade. Well, we're on that discussion for that. How do Buck fans feel about that? Yesterday's game, I won't look too much into for them because the Bucks they were extremely depleted with injuries. It is now a 40-25 point. So it is a 25. That would. So 25 would make plus 25 would be 50. So 20 plus 20 is 40. So 25 to so 15-point deficit, I think. Don't know why I'm trying to do math here, but I am. And I just accidentally lowered my chair. So there's that. Now we are back to where I'm supposed to be. So yeah, they're at commercial. So while they're on commercial like that, casually keep scrolling Twitter. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, there's some things on Twitter I can't say on air because this is a family programming. Did you see the PMS chams being so nonchalant and being like, "Hey Pat, I gotta go," and then immediately goes and breaks a new NBA trick? Gotta love to do. I don't pay attention to the Pat McAfee show. It's just a game. He's just a loud mouthed. McAfee's just a loud mouth. Look at me. Joke that goes around everywhere sleeveless and makes the industry look bad. Nothing good about that show. There's a reason people make fun of it. And when he's the only show Aaron Rodgers wants to go on, guess what? I don't take McAfee seriously. Never have, never will. Well, yes, the Bill Michaels show is 1,000 times better than the Pat McAfee show, but even if we take that out of perspective and we just on it, there's one thing McAfee. He's too gimmicky at times. It's just, I'm sorry, but I don't. If I have sports talk radio on, I don't want a guy wearing a sleeveless tank top with a cowboy hat where we're calling him Sleeveless Pat, and then AJ Hawk just sitting there quietly to where everyone's calling him Silent J because he just sits there nodding his head like. Bill had Maggie from Maggie and Pearl found this morning from. Yeah, I was listening before I had to go to. I was listening for a bit and then I had to go to class. I was listening to the Bill Michaels show. It's a great listen. Highly recommend if you guys don't already. But yeah, right now the Badgers they lead are leading Indiana 42-28 at the half. So time for my chair and bedroom to hold down the fort while I go refill my water bottle. Chair. Yeah. Yeah. I was just joking that I'm having my chair take over, but I kind of forgot Grassy did that. Yeah, I forgot they did that. But yeah, anyways, it looks like Peacock is saying they will resume shortly. So notification. What kind of notifications I have? Okay, so yes, sounds like that. Breakfast. Yeah, we know about that. China and Hong Kong is trending on Twitter. Trump Tower, China and Trump. The things you learn on Twitter. But anyways, make sure. Let's do this. Let's do this. Do this. New 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 new. New 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 new. That did not work at all the way I was hoping that it would, that it would, that it would. This is not, some of these things are not working at all, but it's worth a shot. Yep, they're at the half there talking about UCLA basketball. Showing highlights for that. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in the house apparently. But anyways, okay. Yeah, they're just talking about that. Come on, I know I can get. Let's get. Okay, there's my profile. I really have 4,080 posts on Twitter already. Impressive. I didn't know I lived on Twitter that much. Clinical manager gone. Supervisor that was always barking down my throat, blaming me for everything I went wrong, is also gone. So, Now we're just going to see how that goes. Oh, yeah, the Cubs got. Here's what the Cubs gave up for Ryan Brazier. Cash. Like, the Dodgers need more money. Let's see here. Where? Oh, I think it was in my saved. Let's go find my. I know I guess I found it. I just gotta find where I saved my stuff. Oh, I know I saved it. It was for. No, that's not. That didn't work. Yeah, there's still halftime. Oh, lacrosse slogans stand out. Bradley Check, he is committing to the University of Wisconsin lacrosse as of yesterday, announced on Twitter. So any UWL Eagles watching this, there you go. That is all over the Twitterverse. Why can't I find where I saved my stuff? Oh, marks. That might be a good spot to start. So yeah. Back on January 27th, we had a story get released after one of the players went out public telling them about what the women's basketball coach is like and has been doing to her and probably other players too. But and this isn't good. Like, this is nowhere near good. Former Wisconsin women's basketball player has gone public with treatment and accusations of abuse she faced while being part of the program. This isn't good. A very good look for the UW system. This time it's Madison fumbling the ball for us. So, in the last calendar year, the UW system had UW Eau Claire firing someone in charge of their DEI program. I don't know what's going to happen to that because she was too white. The whole Joe Gao incident, which we will also get into that because that's showing back up in the news again. And now this. Oh, and the UW-Madison chancellor standing in front of the entire state of Wisconsin, the state assembly, state senate, and the governor saying they have no money, which I find a load of crap. So, anyways, story via Badger Notes. Let's go to Badger Notes. I'm sure they'll have it. Just gotta go find January 27. Looking at this, it was not a very good. This is not. Yeah. Let's see. Here's the article about it. Yeah, former Wisconsin women's basketball player alleges abuse under Marissa Mosley. Former and this. So yeah. So now we have it where even though the women's basketball program in Wisconsin isn't always the greatest, they're finding themselves taking a lot of flack and fire for all the wrong reasons. Tessa Towers entered the transfer portal in March of 23 after appearing in just 4 games over 2 seasons and shared her claims on TikTok accusing head coach Marissa Mosley and her staff of creating a toxic environment. That's not a very good thing. Like, it's honestly the worst thing they could have done. But then it goes on. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so there's some of the things where we see this on Twitter here. If we look at it, these were some of the posts coming straight on her Twitter feed, or I guess her TikTok. And if you're so funny, thanks. My college freshman year experience was completely ruined. You're so funny, thanks. My coach made me sign a release form for her to access my therapy sessions or I'd be kicked off the team, which that's not legal. A coach cannot force someone to sign a waiver to see their therapy sessions. What they do is it shouldn't matter for the coach. She also puts, my coach and staff said that if I were to say anything remotely close to the thoughts of offing herself to my therapist, she'd be kicked off the team. She says the coach and staff excluded her from traveling to the Virgin Islands and multiple road trips with the team and had no reasoning, just stay home, you're not coming with us. And kinda wish it could stop there, but I think you and I both we all know that it doesn't. Here she is. What's your class schedule look like tomorrow, Thomas? What does your class schedule look like tomorrow? All right, so now we are back from the intermission. We will get back to it, but I'm sure you guys get the point. The Wisconsin women's basketball program not doing too good. Came back up on the news that Joe Gallo is taking the taking UWL and the UW system to federal court to try and get his teaching faculty position back, and I'm glad I'm not the judge to that one. I am really glad I'm not the judge having to listen to that argument about getting fired over porno. That's just me. Thomas, I see your text. I will respond to it soon. I'll respond to it here quickly while on air. Let's see. All right, we'll see how that one. We'll see if that works. Anyways, it is now 44-31 in favor of the Badgers. Indiana driving, loses the ball, gets it. Well, actually, I guess it was Wisconsin. I forget the Badgers. The home team wears all white in basketball. I guess they wear all white in baseball too. Actually, that's not the case. But anyways, Indiana has the ball, trying to climb back into this game. There it is. The ball is taken away. I also do not understand why we have true leaders in basketball either, but here we are. That John Jay puts that shot up. It is somehow good with the shooter's roll. It is now 44-31. 46-31, actually. Wait a minute. You're telling me that NBC's score people didn't get the score right? They had the change it, go and fix their mistake by putting 4 more points on the board because they screwed up. That is, wow. That 3-point shot's up, no good. Rebounded by the Badgers. I still cannot believe that the people who run NBC's executives running Peacock can't even get the score correct. That is an embarrassment. Like, if you're going to pay all this money to have the Big Ten basketball on your platform, can you at least give us the correct score, please? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that was watching this thinking that, though, Thomas. There's no way. I'm betting you the radio guys probably had the score correct. Never had to fix it. So points off turnovers. Wisconsin has 12 points off turnovers compared to Indiana's 4. And there's a whistle blown. Looks like we're going to be sending a Hoosier to the line here. March Madness is going to be madness because I'm going to be trying to do this watching basketball and doing homework. So this is going to be crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right, so Paolo is at the line. This time we do get a graphic for who's there. His first one's up and good. And hey, the camera behind the hoop for free throws is actually kind of cool. I know networks have been doing that for a while, but man, does it look cool. And it's 46-32. His second shot is getting ready. Comes up off the back rim, no good. So the Badgers, they get the rebound, and they're coming. They take it down the court. Indiana trying desperately get a stop, stay alive here. And after some Euro steps, it's up and in good. And kind of wondering how it wasn't a travel because he did a lot more than a 1-2. It was kind of like a 1-2-3-4 and up, but didn't get called for travel. That's modern day basketball for you. And that Badger defender got fooled. And Badgers basketball. Klesmit held the line firm here, as it is 48-32. This is also Big Ten basketball for you guys. Come on, MLB Network. I'm waiting for my I'm waiting for that game for Japan versus I'm waiting for that Japan versus Venezuela game. There we go. Japan versus Venezuela. That should be a great game too. We are watching baseball, folks. We got, wow, looks like that country's from all over the world here. This will be a great game. Team USA is not down there, tragically. USA all the way. Velasquez agrees to a minor league deal with the Cleveland Guardians. The Japan Breeze. That is the most weirdly colored Japanese uniform I've seen. I didn't know Japan wore pink with navy blue and white writing, but I guess... Then again, I guess they probably can't wear their, like the uniforms they'd wear for the WBC because of the sheer fact that it's technically not the WBC or it's international play, but and it is. But my guess is Japan probably didn't send their best for this one. So this should be an interesting one. Jay Vargas. Is that Jason Vargas on the bump? No, it can't be. There's no way that's Jason Vargas going to be on the bump for Venezuela. So yeah, these are, it's not like the WBC but it's still like international tournament play stuff, so it will work. It's just looks like they have different uniforms for this. Jesus Vargas, first appearance in the tournament. Okay. It's still 48-32 in favor of the. Make it 50-32 in favor of the Badgers. And the foul. So a chance for I think it was Klesmit. Yeah, for Klesmit to get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way here. We also got baseball underway. That's beautiful. That was beautiful. What, first pitch, first out. That was a beautiful. Oh, man. Yeah, you can tell Japan did send the best they had, but they still probably sent a solid team. The Orioles signed Toyo was going to go to a 1 year, $13 million deal. $13 million for 1 year. That's an interesting. That's an expensive 1 year deal. Yeah, it's 51-32 for the Badgers right now. I don't see them giving this game up, but one never knows. Oh, come on, bro. How do you miss that layup? That was a gimme and you missed it. So the Badgers, as they hustled down the court here, it looks like they're Klesmit passes to Croutland. They're gonna do it. Let's see what they do here. Besides run down the clock. That's the most Badger thing to do. And throw up a very long 3-point shot. That was the most Badgers thing you could do. Let's see here. Indiana, 14 minutes left on the clock here. You got 10 on the shot clock. Gets to the restricted circle, puts it up off the board and in. 30. It's now 34-51. Looks like so far Venezuela's pitcher, 2 up, 2 down. And he's only thrown 4 pitches. Looks like they are doing a pretty good job. I have no idea what tournaments I'm watching, but it's baseball aired by MLB Network, so that's going to be a line drive right to the third baseman for an easy out. He only needed 5 pitches. But yeah. Here. Klesmit, step back 3 off the back iron, no good. It is now 34-51. Let's see here. Yep. Looks like Klesmit's coming out of the game. Don't know who's in, but yeah, looks like he knew he fouled. Yeah, he did. Badgers get the rebound as they're trotting it up the court here. And when I say trot, I mean they're trotting. With their new court with Culver's sponsors everywhere. That shot's up and in good. It is now 34-53. It's a 19-point game. I do not see this game changing. Yeah, this is... The Badgers had 20 points inside the paint compared to Indiana's 10. So far, Wisconsin, they've been dominating everything in every which way. Indiana with the ball. They're going for it here. Well, 5 seconds on shot clock. There was a foul called, so let's see here. We'll take the ball cap off for a bit. Yes, guys, this is what I look like without a baseball hat on. I do have a head and hair. Maybe not a lot of it, but I still have it. Let's see. The mid-range shot up, no good. Indiana gets their own rebound, puts it up blocked. It is 53-34 in favor of Wisconsin at the moment. That is true. That is very true, Jimmy. Yeah, the U will work. So there that is. We'll see here. Indiana with a 36-53 lead. Actually, why did I just say Indiana has the lead? You heard that right, guys. I forgot how to read a scoreboard. Because I said Indiana had the lead. One is 56-36. The Badgers are back to having a 20-point lead. I'm going to go grab a hat that's not... See, no good. I'm going to go grab a hat that's not as fitted or slightly tighter shrink from baseball. That'll work. It is now 58-36 in favor of the Badgers. This red Badgers hat has a funny story behind it that from when I wore it during election season. That shot by Indiana, no good, but that would have been a really nice shot if it fell. That would have been really good if it fell. But it's looking like it's probably going to be Badgers ball here. John Blackwell, he's been a damn good player for Wisconsin so far. Like, damn good. Let's see here. Hit the refresh button on accident, so we'll see how this goes. There we go. It's back up and running. I got like a... But anyways, back to the... Anyways, yeah, back to the... Everything that's going on with the women's hoops team for Wisconsin. She's also she's also saying how her coach often threatened her with she could take that opportunity away at any given moment, which I guess is kind of true. I guess a coach can, because she did without actually trying to do that. She also says how, thanks, my coach and staff made me get tested for autism. I already had ADHD. I told them I didn't want to, but they still forced me, which, again, if that's true, is extremely illegal. A coach cannot do that. And then coach kicks her out of practice after a teammate initiated an argument. Because, well, I guess that one's more common. Does Japan have a Sidewinder on the bump in this game? Also, why is there a lot of smoke going into the field on that field? It looks like it's... Yeah, they do have a Sidewinder. Cool. Let's see here. Her coach also gave the choice between admitting herself to a mental hospital or getting kicked off the team. I'm sure there's more to these stories, but none of this is a very good look for the Wisconsin Badgers. Like, at all. So now they're showing the student section. They seem to all love Carter Gilmore in that part of the section. I can't say what I want to say of what they're wearing for the white tank tops because this is a family program. But I think we all know what I'm thinking. That is a lot of smoke on the screen. And Japan's Sidewinder is very wild in this. Yeah. The remaining schedule for Indiana: Michigan, Michigan State, UCLA, Purdue, Penn State, Washington, Oregon, Ohio State. Their road games are Michigan State, Washington, and Oregon. So Indiana's got a tough schedule left. They could still sneak into the tournament. Let's see, that three-pointer's no good, off the mark. Still a 20-point deficit. It's looking like more and more like it's going to take a miracle for Indiana to sneak back into this thing and try and win here, but that shot for the Badgers up and in good. It is now 60-38. So it was a 22-point lead in favor of Wisconsin. This game is looking like it's over. Once again, lacrosse vloggers legend Rob Brantley has agreed to a minor league deal with the Miami Marlins and an invite to spring training. So guess who's watching a lot more Miami Marlins spring training baseball? Yeah, this game is looking like it's over. It is 60-38. I will not say it's over quite yet because we all know how basketball works. And they could go on the ultimate run here. Is there even any outs? Has Japan gotten anyone out yet in this game? It looks like he's got bases loaded. Are there any outs? Because Venezuela's got something good going for him. This guy's already thrown 14 pitches in the first inning. Then Japan Breeze is having a problem. How about they have to have Breeze or something out for a team name that one's obvious they're always playing for their country. Yeah, it is 60-39 as Indiana hits this free throw. We'll see if Bryson Tucker, the freshman, can hit the second free throw here. He hits it off the back iron, and the Badgers got it real quick. Yeah, bases loaded. I don't see any dots for any outs. Wisconsin driving puts that up, no good, but the whistle is blown. And it sounds like the people across the street at the bar are becoming a bunch of hooligans. Okay, it is now bases loaded with one out. Tied at 0 in the bottom of the first. With Hitomi on the bump. Or hit on the hill. Yeah, it's 60-39 here, 9:15. Xavier Amos. This free throw's up and good. It is 61-39. The Badgers are 5 of 7 from the line today. So here it is. Wisconsin's going back. Looking at a lot of these things here. Tip, defense stole and slams it down for the dunk. It is now 61-41. We are back to a 20-point deficit. Wisconsin passing it around here. I don't think any of their starters are out there at this moment. That is a really deep three that hit the front iron and then backboard and out. That would have been a very deep. That was like a very deep three. The floater is up and in good for Indiana. We are now down to an 18-point lead here. Venezuela is going to get at least one run here off of Japan, and they do on an RBI single. That'll be an RBI single, as Japan's now down 1-0. There is 2 seconds on the shot clock. Wisconsin puts that up, in and out, no good. They get the rebound to reset the shot clock after Indiana lost possession. Wisconsin's just content chewing up as much clock as they can. Again, that's an open corner three off the backboard. No good. 61-43 here, 7:20 to go. Indiana gets the open. Well, he dunks it, I guess. That works. It is now 45-61. Indiana is now on a 6-0 run here in the last minute 40. Could this be where things start changing? I don't know. So far, it's been a very tough night for the Fire Guard crowd. But if he blows this one, it'll be an easy night for the Fire Guard crowd. 3, shot clock up, no good, and it goes out of bounds. Indiana basketball. And it's looking like Wisconsin's going to have to burn a timeout here. With 6-4, it's either the Wisconsin timeout or the TV timeout. One of the two. Let's see, in the world of baseball, is Japan still struggling to be beautiful relays. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. The throw was off target, and he still. Oh man, he dropped the baseball. That would have been beautiful. They would have had him too, but he drops the ball. It is now 3-0 Venezuela, as Japan is struggling. And this has not been a very good game so far for Japan. Like the Japan company is struggling. This is also the one downside when you have a submariner like this, is he's either going to be consistent or not consistent at all. Is that Hernan Perez? That is a very old Brewers legend, Hernan Perez, playing for Venezuela. Paul Goldschmidt signed a 1-year deal with the Yankees, apparently. I didn't realize that. Yep, Japan's got their bullpen warming up already, which makes sense. Those pitchers might not even give them one inning. Yeah. So it looks like we're coming out of the break here. The Japanese team's struggling with Venezuela early right now. That is another hotline up the line, but that's going to be a foul ball. Points off turnovers. Wisconsin has 15 versus Indiana's 5, but it is 45-61. Indiana trying to get this thing back as they pick up the ball now after the half-court marker. They're doing everything they can to try and inch this thing back. It puts that one up, no good. Tipped up off the rim, no good. Indiana has 2 timeouts with it to play with. Wisconsin has 3. I don't see either team really using timeouts at the moment. That pass moves, tries to take a contested 3 off the back rim, no good. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on Indiana. It's going to be the 5th team foul. Oh no, is that going to put the... I guess that's a foul, but he didn't really do much. But Tonjay's going to be heading to the line. This one's up and good. It is now 45-62. That's the 3rd personal foul on Galloway. The 2nd free throw's up and good. He's a 92.9% free throw shooter on the season. He is 2nd in the Big Ten. His 3rd free throw here rattles in and good. So far, let's see, it's 45-64. Indiana, that shot in and out, no good. So far, Wisconsin. So yeah, there's gonna be milking the clock as much as they can. This baseball game's more interesting at the moment. And it looks like Brewers legend Hernan Perez got another base hit. And Japan is struggling. Japan is struggling mightily here. 45-64. Looks like there is a scuffle going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Wow, yeah, you can't do that. You're losing by a lot, bro, and you decide to try and oh, you did more than try and bear hug him. He went like he was trying to like tackle him. That's gonna end his night. His night's over. I don't really care what they said. That night's over for him, man. Like, holy crap. That was blatantly obvious. The only other thing that's more blatantly obvious is the lies that you get from the chairwoman chancellor for UW-Madison saying that the UW-Madison supposedly doesn't have any money, especially when they were asking, and the lawmakers and the Brewers and Bucks were all saying they'd help, that they'd help get the baseball program back up and running. And she looked at them and said, "We have no money. We're going to have to cut programs because we have no money." I have a problem. It's most of their budget going to the football program. You want to fix your budget problem? Look at the football team and say, we're not pissing away that much money on you. You want it? Fundraise. Beg the people yourself. We're not doing that. It is now 65-45. It is a 20-point game here in favor of Wisconsin. This game was never even close from the word start, and that's either going to be a blocking or a charging foul. We'll see what happens here. This game is basically over for the most part. Yes, it's basically over. Okay, it was a blocking foul in Indiana. The Badgers are in the bonus now. The shot's blocked, which I guess will help them. It's going to take a miracle for Indiana to crawl back into this thing here. And it's another steal by the Badgers. And yet again, another Indiana turnover. It is now 5-0 Venezuela over top of Japan. That three-pointer is in and good for Gilmore. It is now 68-45. That quick layup is in and good. It is 68-47. The Badgers have 4 players with 10 points, and that's going to be a kicking foul, tripping foul. Let's see what happened. Or we watch a replay of that three-pointer again by Klesman. Oh, it's Gilmore. Never mind. That was either way, it was still early. Nicely done. So Klesmit's going to be at the line here. Free throws up and in good. It is now 69. Nice. 247 with Max Klesmit's second free throw up on the way and in good. It is now a 70-47 Badgers lead. I think it's safe to say we can close the books on this. It is a 23-point deficit with 4:27 to go in the game. Indiana's three-pointer in and good. It is now 70-50. It's still a 20-point lead for Wisconsin. The Badgers are looking around. Pass. Charging up, puts it up, no good. Indiana, they're going to try and take probably another 3 or that'll work. It's now 52-70. Indiana trying to find another stop and then quick basket. If they can get a stop, it'll be good for them. And that's either going to be a foul or what else? There's going to be another timeout here. The bottom of the first is still going. And Japan is still out there trying to get through this game. They're just trying to end the first. It is 5-0. We'll see what happens here. I'm guessing this. So this is what a baseball game in Mexico looks like, huh? Is that Isaiah Vargas? There's no way that's Isaiah Vargas. I remember watching him play too. And he still has the cup sticking out as the biggest thing in there on his uniform. It's now a 2-1 count. And yeah, I still find it hilarious that the UW Madison Chancellor, she was claiming that the Badgers have no money. Why would UW-Madison have no money when they're the flagship of the UW system? If they have no money, that means UW-La Crosse should be closing their doors then, don't it? And literally every other WIAC school and UW school on top of it? So it's a 2-2 count here to Vargas. Fouls it off. No matter what happens here, the Yankees and Tim Hill agreed to a 1-year deal. Vince Velasquez agreed to a minor league deal with the Cleveland Guardians. Ramon Laureano agrees to a 1-year, $4 million deal with the Orioles. Randall Grichuk signed a 1-year, $5 million deal with the Arizona D-backs. Milwaukee has yet to do nothing. Rob Brantley signs a minor league deal with an invite to spring training by the Marlins. And the Cubs traded for Ryan Brazier in return for a player to be named later at cash considerations, and I think the Dodgers got cash considerations. Brazier was DFA'd by the Dodgers last week. He had a 3.54 ERA in 29 games, 4 games started with the Dodgers in 2024, so he'll be a solid bullpen arm. Let's see here. That's going to be ball 4. So it is now a bases loaded, 2 outs in a 5-0 game. This is really getting out of control for Japan. And here at the 3:01 marker, it is 71-52 Wisconsin as Indiana has another guy at the line. We'll see what happens. This free throw is up in and nothing but net. Makes it 71-53. This free throw up and good. It's now 71-54. Indiana is starting to try and make a ball game of this. If they can get a stop here, this might become a ball game. Whistle is blown. It's either going to be another foul. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Indiana. And it is a foul by Indiana. That's going to send Tanjay to the line. It is 71-54. Indiana has the ball. That looks like Indiana's making a game of this. So they lose the ball, and it is going to be Indiana comes up with it. Pulls up for 3 off the back iron. No good. Indiana has it again. They put that one up in and finally good to make it 71-56. But buckle in, folks. This game is starting to get good. This is starting to become a ball game, folks. Buckle up. These next 2 minutes are going to be a roller coaster. Everyone buckle up. Here we go. Wisconsin with the ball, trying to stop the bleeding here. They pull up for 3. That's in and good. It is now 74-56. That should help somewhat stop the bleeding and hopefully be the dagger to Indiana, but one cannot be too sure at the moment. With the way the Hoosiers are starting to heat up, that shot's up in and good. It is now 58-74. Indiana crawling back into this thing. If you are not in the stream right now, or watching, you might want to get here. Everyone buckle up. This thing's getting close. Or not. Tanjay with the dunk. It is now 76-58 and making it back to an 18-point game. That should be the end. Now it's not impossible for Indiana, but it's gonna take a lot. That's gonna take a lot for them. Like an awful lot. Real people, not paid actors. Okay, we're getting one of them advertisements. But it looks like based on how they're showing the ads like that, it means Japan got out of the inning. Yeah, it's and then she back for like the Wisconsin women hoops. She's showing like things how. So yeah, and they're also saying, Coach may put me on a strict rule like baseball, 3 strikes and you're out, meaning kicked off the team. My first strike was because I forgot to turn in my goal sheet on time. I was the only one with this rule. Oh, they advertising Wednesday, semifinal 1, semifinal 2 for the Caribbean Series. Baseball! You're back, my old friend. But then, she also puts, thanks, I was forced to leave my team mid-season by my coach and the staff. Thanks, I would leave my coach's office bawling my eyes out. My freshman year of college, I felt like a lab rat for my coaches and staff because they would put me on new medications every other week. I was 17 years old. I'm confused as to what 17-year-olds in college sports. I guess it's not illegal, but it's something. All right, we're hitting here for the final minute 17 of this game. Badgers leading 76-58. Indiana has the ball. As looks like they're trying to end it. They pull up for a 3. No good, but the whistle was blown. Can't wait to watch more free throws. What is with Big Ten refs and free throws? The Badgers are 7-4 in Big Ten play. And 17-5 on the year. And it's looking like they're about to be 18-5. First free throws up and in good. It is now 76-59. We'll see how if Wisconsin's bringing in more and more of their backups here. Second free throws up and rattles in and out, no good. It'll stay a 76-59 game. 17-point deficit here. The Badgers have to go back and get across the half-court marker here. The Hoosiers playing some defense, but this game is officially out of reach. They're just passing it around to chew up more and more clock, as this game is essentially over. The deep 3 ending it off the front iron, no good. Rebound. In 35 seconds, a 17-point deficit. It's obvious that this one's over here. Indiana Surgeons trying to pulls up for the open 3, and then good. With 23.8 seconds to go, no more shot clock. The Badgers are just going to dribble out the clock here. Indiana still trying it. There it is. Game over. But why did you try to shoot it, bro? You should have just dribbled it out. This game was over. They pull up for that 3, airball. It puts it up. That'll make the shot clock, the stats look better. So it's going to be a 76-64 Wisconsin Badger win. And that is going to be the end of the stream here for me as the Badgers win. To all a good night. And remember, watch baseball. It's good for you.